Well, hello, good people. Mark Holmes here, and as always, I appreciate each and every one of you guys. We are checking in on our outdoor garden. I have actually been gone away on a cruise for the last week and really have not checked in on this in about 2 weeks. Fortunately, my daughter has been taking care of the watering of the plants and stuff, and you can see how good. Look at all that new growth on the rosemary. Boy, I need to cook some steaks. They are getting to be really, really nice. Um, the cilantro, unfortunately, has turned to seed. It has actually a short window in it. I forgot what this is. Boy, I forgot what that one is, but that looks actually really good. Look at the oregano. The basil is kind of getting crowded out. The thyme. Wow, the thyme looks great. Again, that cilantro, it's gotten thick. It hardly smells like cilantro, so we're going to need to pull those out. But the basil's looking really nice. Actually, it's looking nice and bushy in here. The onions, I'm almost wanting to pull an onion just to see how big they've gotten, but then that'll kind of destroy it. The onions look really good. Just need to pull my weeds. Wow, they have grown. Oh my goodness. Look at the sage. Now we need to get some apples and some pork chops, and look at that sage. Oh, fresh sage on a pork chop grilled is fantastic. And let's check. Oh, wow. We got some peppers here. Look at that. That's a sweet pepper that's already going. We got some more blooms that have bloomed in there. The weeds, of course, definitely need to be pulled here on these onions. We've got lots of weeds to pull. Got to get this thing nice and clean. And now that it is July, I need to go by my parents' house and get some onion sets. I'm sorry, some tomatoes, plants of my dad's, and get those planted as well, because now it's warm enough for tomatoes to really take hold and to do well. We just pull our weeds in here. The funny thing, or it's actually not funny, I used to always wonder as I was driving and riding with my parents past farms, and you see all this corn or, soybeans or whatever the crop was. And I always remembered my parents, my mom always pulling weeds. It seemed like on a daily basis she was always out pulling weeds. And I used to think, oh my goodness, they must have a whole lot of people to pull the weeds, because I never see any weeds. And there's a reason why you don't see any weeds, and that's because they basically take the soil. Hold on. And it's not that they have people that pull the weeds. In fact, it's exact opposite. What they do on the farms is they basically go through with the weed killer, the Roundup and stuff, and they just spray all the fields and stuff with it. And it literally kills everything. Everything. And unfortunately, it loses a lot of the nutrients and stuff that's actually in the soil. That's why when you see the soil, it's not dark like this. This is how rich the soil is. At the Red Brick House, when we I've gone through and have been digging, the soil is so dark. It's because it's rich with nutrients and all the natural life that's up in there. They end up killing everything that's in the soil, which keeps the weeds from growing. And then the plants are made genetically that they resist the weed killer, and thus they have no weeds. Now you see, look at all of the blooms that are in here. This one is really going to have a lot of fruit. All these blooms are going to turn into it. Look, there's a little baby one. There's the one. Look, there's two in there, a couple in there. That looks good. Now check this one out. Ooh, look at that jalapeno. Look at all the fruit that's in there already. And again, the cilantro, I did not get out here soon enough. I need to go ahead and just pull that. But this is kind of cool, because take a look at this. Look what's happened right here. The thyme has jumped over into this pot and starts growing. Now the nice thing about that is thyme will come back year after year along with the oregano. So once that takes hold, I don't have to worry about adding any into there. Now this, look at our Thai basil. That's looking really nice. Again, I'm just going to pull that. The oregano's looking really good. I'm not sure what kind of pepper plant that one is, but we've got some nice little pepper plants growing here. Pull some weeds, get some more water out there. That might be an angio pepper. This is portobellos. We got lots of portobellos that are growing in here real nice. The weeds are doing great. The weeds are having a ball. And these are red chili peppers. So that's gonna have a lot of fruit on it here too. So even though I have not been here much, um, just having somebody water the plants, they're doing great. And when all these things are actually having, and I got some cherry tomatoes down here. I've got lots of flower pots that are, become weed pots right now. I'll clean some of these out and I'll start using some of the bigger ones to have tomato plants. But it doesn't take a whole lot of work to have yourself a little outdoor garden, and it makes a great backdrop. Our tree, my wife loves having the branches of the tree just kind of inundate this area, because then it's nice and it's well shaded, very well shaded. And you've got the plants and the vegetables, you've got the flowering stuff that's in here. And this is where I've messed up, because these two hibiscus bushes are kind of root bound, and they need to go into the big flower pots. So that's one of the things I need to do today here. And the marigolds, well, they probably about outlived their time, and it's time to change over to another plant for the summertime. But it looks still pretty good out here. So that's my outdoor garden. You can see my hibiscus. Looks like it actually needs a little spray. You can see a little bit of mites on that, so I'll need to get a little spray for the hibiscus bush. But for the most part, it looks just nice and green out here. And it's just nice to be able to sit out here and just relax and see the pretty colors and know that dinner is right there. See you later.